Good morning. I cannot wait to spend the day doing a ton of vintage shopping with you guys. So the first stop is Poppy and Dale Vintage. It's in Gresham. I have not been to this store, even though I have wanted to and know most of the sellers in it. It's because it's like 45 minutes to almost an hour from my house. So I haven't made it out here, but the collection I know is going to be amazing, and I cannot wait to see Courtney's store in real life because I follow her on Instagram. You guys should too. So yeah, I can't wait to see what I find, and then we're gonna hit up some of the other shops in the area because, like I said, I have not been thrifting and vintage shopping over here, and one of my very favorite things to do is to vintage shop in areas that are not by me because it's, you know, you find new stuff. So can't wait to see what we get today. Love these. Wow, beautiful. Let's see, 62 for the pair. Those are stunning. Well, everything on here is totally up my alley. So I've always loved these. Love these. And this one is especially good because all the different tones. So I love this, of course. Amazing. And my mom's like, do you want this for your birthday? Because I'm going to be turning 40 in a couple months. And so everyone's like, what do you want for your birthday? Which of course art is a safe bet. I love this piece too. It's so textural. So I love the detail on this console table. I mean, it's fantastic. And of course, like this folding chair. I mean, come on. This one too. Amazing. So one thing I have not told you guys is that I'm doing a pop-up vintage sale. It's only one day. It's in October. I'll pop some info on the screen. But I'm doing it with some of my very favorite resellers who actually have booth spaces in Poppy and Dale where I am. So I'm gonna like pan around their booths so you can get a flavor of what you guys will find on the day that we do the sale. But I really hope I see you guys there. So this is Ashley's space from Corey. And I'll put her info on the screen so you guys can follow her. But we all have very similar aesthetics. It's a lot of brass, pottery, and just very sculptural pieces. This is Angela's space. So as you can see, like all of our stuff is going to very much complement. So if you like all these things, you're gonna love the sale. And this is Darren's space. So yeah, brass. If you love brass, people, make sure you stop by the sale. This wall hanging is fabulous. I love the bright colors. Really beautiful. $150. We have to add this to my birthday wish list. So of course I love this. Oh my gosh. You know, busts are so hot right now, and this one is really, really good. Very curvy lady. Oh, look how cute you are. Super cute. Oh, and I just realized this lamp. Ooh, I love a stone lamp. Of course, with the shade is perfection. So now we're across the street at FoxTrot Vintage. I've never been here. And looks like there's gonna be some really good stuff to see. So really like this huge handmade vase. Like the glaze is very cool. It is $25. Very cool. I think this might be too big to take home today because I don't have a ton of storage, but it's beautiful. So I have a friend who collects vintage globes. This one I have never seen before. That is so cool. I love the color, like being more moody versus blue. Really neat. This mouse is so cute. Absolutely adore it. So I'm kind of digging this Greyhound sculpture. 34. Oh. My mom's like, what about this? Yeah, no, she's fired. Fired from sourcing with me. Okay, so this I really love. I feel like I need to start decorating in this cottagecore because that seems to be everything I'm drawn to lately. So this is that 15? It's big. Oh, I love that. I may have to get it. Of course, I'm drawn to these beautiful Native American pots, especially the one in the back. I like the colors. That's making it into the video. No, it is. You can't stop me. So we're at the next stop. Jeez. This is all making it into the video. Okay, so we're at the next stop, and it's called Found on Fremont. I have not been here either. One of my reselling friends said it's really good. There should be price points that I can do to resell. So hopefully we could do some sourcing in here. So I am in love with this cane magazine holder. It's so cool. Let's see, 75. Yes, a little outside my budget, but that is perfection. Okay, so more brass. This bell is so cute. And of course, like this squirrel. I mean, that squirrel's everything. And a few more things down here. I do see this bear a lot. I have not seen these before. So cute.
Oh no, those are cute.
Aren't they so cute? Some more brass stuff down here. So I do sell a lot of these, and I've never actually seen an owl one before. That's really cute. $7. Oh, I may have to get that. So I found a tray like this, a Florentine tray, and I sold one really fast. Now I feel like I want to sell more of them. But I'm not sure about orange, so I'll have to think about it. So I've never seen a Tonala ceramic box before. 15. That is very cute. So of course I zeroed in on these guys, but they're 25 a piece, so more than I want to spend, but they're still always a very hot ticket item. I listed my pairs recently and they sold right away. So we're at our last stop. We decided to hit Stars Antique Malls. You guys know this is my favorite. There they are. There it is. And on our way home. So I'm hoping to find some good stuff. I always get stuff here. So Mom spotted these. It's a set of 3 for $28. Especially, oh, look at those. The strawberries. Ooh, I may have to come home. Oh my goodness. This needs to be canceled. This needlepoint is really pretty. The fall, it's never priced, but very of the season right now. So this painting, my mom was mad I didn't message her about last time I was here, so it's still here. So she has her opportunity, but she was just like absolutely just ecstatic when she saw it. And like, if anyone was hearing you from across the way, it's like, oh. Yeah, it was very funny, but this painting is phenomenal and it's only 75. So this vase, I wish I was picking up pottery because it's so cool. 22. The glaze is so interesting. This horse painting is kind of cool. I like how it's like a finger painting. She's kind of neat too. Oh, it's a coaster set. Ooh, I may have to pick this up for my mother-in-law. She does pottery and she loves these types of things to stamp into the clay. Okay, so I found this beaded number and it actually fits. I don't know, it's 38. I do love a beaded moment. Very tempting because I have a lot of fun celebration-y stuff coming up. The holidays, my birthday. So yeah, we'll just see what we'll see what my mom thinks. Okay, so Mama liked it, but it is a little big in the armpit area, so I have passed, sadly. But I am gonna get this for my mother-in-law. Okay, so I found this one. It is 26, and the colors are so good in it. Not sure about the frame. I guess the frame's okay. Mom likes the frame. But yeah, 26 for still life like this it's coming home. So here's some nudes. They're $5 each. I may have to get, I feel like this one's kind of cool. Do you like either of these, Mom?
Yeah.
I think that one. Maybe I'll get that one. Back in my studio from my shopping trip around town. It was so much fun visiting places that I've never been to before, especially Poppingdale Vintage, because some of my favorite resellers, that's where they have booths. So I was really excited to see Courtney, who owns the shop, and then also look at all the amazing things that my friends have curated. Okay, so I was really good and I did not get a ton of stuff. So I actually have a small haul from today's shopping adventure, but I have picked up a few things that I haven't shown you guys that I've gotten on just like one-off trips around town. So I'm gonna like round out the haul with those items because I know that you'll want to see those too. Okay, so let's start off with the stuff that I got today, and then I'll show you the other things I've picked up. So the first thing I grabbed was this amazing crewel. I just fell in love with the colors. I love that it has like a blue background, which is kind of unusual, and it was only $15, which is crazy. So this will be available for you guys. I thought it was absolutely stunning. Crewels, embroidery, needlepoint, all that stuff does well for me, especially needlepoint is like such a hot seller for me right now. But I just thought this was a very unique piece, so this will be available for you guys. The next thing I picked up was this very cool wooden block. So it's like one of those printing stamps. I think it's usually for like tea towels, but my mother-in-law likes to stamp them into clay. And so I don't think she has anything quite like this pattern, so I grabbed this for her. It was, I think, 12 or 14 bucks, which is really good for these because they can be really pricey. So this will be a Christmas gift for her. So she watches my video, so surprise! This is what you're gonna get. But yeah, when I see them for that good of a deal, I have to grab them. Okay, so some more stuff for you guys. I picked up these nude watercolors because nudes are super hot right now. So if you don't like nudes, avert your eyes. But they're very, very in right now. Figure drawings, things like that. And so for $5, I had to grab them. I don't know if I'm gonna like sell them at my upcoming pop-up just like this, mark them up a little bit, or try to frame them before the event. So I may do that. I may try to frame them before the event because then I can get a little bit of a higher price point. But anyways, I thought they were really cool. Definitely look good together. And like I said, these are very hot, so these will be available. So more art. So my mom actually got some amazing art today. And luckily I did too. So I got this very cool still life painting. So I want to say it was like 26 bucks maybe? I can't remember. I'll have to look back at the footage when I'm editing. But I just thought it was awesome. It's highly textural. When the light catches it, you can see. So I think there's like pears and fall colors. I just thought it was stunning. It's signed on the back, November 22nd, 1973. I'm assuming by Nana. I guess that's who did it, but I thought it was awesome. The frame on it, I think is pretty good because I like how chunky it is. So anyways, this will be available in my Etsy shop. But I thought like timing wise, just like that time of year for something that cozy, like tablescape like this. So anyways, this will be it for sale. Okay, so the final piece I'm gonna show you of today's haul before I get into the other stuff that I've picked up is this religious figurine. Now I know what you're thinking, woman, can you get out of a vintage store without picking up something religious? And apparently the answer is no. I don't even go in there searching it out. It just miraculously finds me. But this particular one is meaningful to me because my grandma was very Catholic, so I grew up doing some of the Catholic milestones when I was younger. And one of the stories that I thought was always very interesting as a child was the story of Saint Bernadette and Holy Water and Lourdes, France. Anyways, this is a figurine from Lourdes, France. This would have been a souvenir. I have never seen anything of this ever out, and so the fact that it's vintage and cool and it represents that meaningful story of when I grew up, I had to grab it. It was not cheap, people. It was $48, which I was like, oh, that hurts. But they gave me 10% off, and then I had a coupon, so I was like, I guess I'm bringing it home. So anyways, I haven't even showed my husband. He's probably gonna be like, where are you putting this one? Anyways, so I just thought it was really pretty. And I just have always loved the story. So it's a meaningful thing to me, so this will not be available. Okay, so moving on to some things that I've gotten over the last week at various places. This, I actually got it at an estate sale that I stumbled upon. I happened to drive past and decided to go. It is a beautiful, very heavy and solid Indian brass pedestal bowl. Has like this stunning etching on it around the base. So if you guys watch my channel, you know pedestal bowls always sell well for me. So anytime I see them, pick them up. This is only $8, which was a great deal. So I grabbed this one. I have another pedestal bowl to show you, and also from an estate sale, a different one. And when you see this, you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, because it is huge, absolutely giant. Now, obviously, this is a very different style to this one, but both types of pedestal bowls sell. Just because I think a pedestal bowl is just one of those hero pieces that just looks great style on a shelf or on a coffee table, not a coffee table. Well, this could go on a huge coffee table, but on a shelf, a kitchen countertop, you know, they're just really very cool decorative pieces that always just look good. This is an eye-catching piece because it has the very ornate handles. You can see them. It keeps capturing my face. It has the very cool ornate handles, and then this cool thing in the front, and then it's hammered. So there's a lot of texture and a lot of light catches it. I mean, look at that thing. I mean, it's stunning. I shined it up a little bit, but I wanted to leave the patina because this is one of those pieces that really deserves to have the patina left on it because it has that old world like charm to it. So anyways, this will be available. I mean, shipping this, it's gonna require a large box. It's very sturdy, beautiful. I mean, can you imagine like a huge like kitchen island, like having a piece like this with all your fruit and your veg in it? I mean, that would be stunning. Or if you have a really big table and this could be part of your centerpiece with some cool stuff in it. I don't know. Anyways, it's just one of those like amazing pieces. So this will be available and so will the other pedestal bowl. Okay, so next up are some pieces I got at antique malls and vintage shops. So I got this very cool brass lion. I have sold many of these before, so anytime I see them, I pick them up because relisting something on Etsy that you've already sold is like 2 seconds. You have to photograph it and upload it. And so I always look for pieces I've sold before because it just makes that process a lot easier. So this guy is already up and available on my Etsy shop. And then I got this set of seashell bookends. Now, I have been looking for these forever. So my grandma had a set of these. I have no idea where they went. And so I've always been on the hunt for these. Now, can you find these out and about? Yes. But I wanted to find them at a very cheap price point, and these were only $10. So usually they're like 20, 30, 40 bucks for the pair. So the fact that I got them for 10 bucks, I was like, yes. So I'm probably gonna keep these because here I've been looking for them, but now that I found them, I'm like, oh, do I really need them? I don't know. So it's very silly. That's kind of how it goes when you're like looking for something and then you find them and you're like, oh, what's the next thing I need to find? So we'll see if they make these available, but I just think they're really beautiful. I especially like, I want to shine them up too because I usually only ever see them patinaed like this, so I think they might look really stunning. Super shiny brass. Okay, so the next item, I have never seen anything like it before, and it is an ashtray. So yes, I have seen something like that, but this shape of an ashtray and the way that it's made up of these different colored like marble stones is stunning. I was just, it totally caught my eye, probably because it's like a bullseye. And then the booth that it was in is definitely more like boho, mid-century browns. And so this stuck out like a sore thumb. I thought it was absolutely stunning. So that if you can see on a surface, it has like the slope. So when you look at it, it has this very cool effect. And then of course, like the different stones. I've never seen these stones used together like this. So as a catch-all, it would be amazing. Rings, little earrings, a delicate necklace. I mean, other than an ashtray. Of course, could you use it as an ashtray? Yes, but as like a little catch-all on a surface, like on your dresser, oh, amazing. So this, it's gonna kill me, but this will be available for you guys. Okay, so moving on to some thrift store items. So I got this very cool box with some tigers on it, and it also has like this decorative like green grass edge. I thought it was just a very cool eye-catching piece. I can't say no to a box when I find it. And so I just thought it was very cool. It's really inexpensive, but I love an animal print, as you guys know. And so I just had to grab it when I saw it, and this will be available in my Etsy shop. And speaking of animal stuff, I also had to grab, of course, this guy, which is a very cool wooden spotted big cat. I thought it was awesome. It was $4.99, and it's just like in really good shape. I thought it was really funny because he's scratching his head. I don't know. I thought the positioning of him was like very unique and kind of silly. But I thought it was a very cool piece. I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep it or not because I think that it's just, you know, I love animal print stuff and like big cat things like this. And so my husband doesn't. But if it's something like this, he can kind of get on board versus like something like true like animal print. So this is the kind of the way I can sneak that into the house. So I haven't decided if this is gonna be for sale or not, but that was a very cool piece, so I had to get it. Okay, so last few items. So I also got this tray at Goodwill. This was $6.99. I thought it was just really cute and fun. Like it's a really fun size. And then I also liked the fabric, of course, like the embroidered stitch fabric inside. I thought that was really, really neat. And so I thought this was a fun find. So this will be available either in my Etsy shop or an upcoming pop-up, which I'm going to tell you about in a few minutes. So I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with it, but I just thought it was a really cool piece. So this may or may not be available. If it's not showing up and you want it, let me know, because it may just be that I haven't listed it yet. Okay, so just a few more things I want to show you. I want to show you the pillows, my new pillows for my chair, because I love them. I don't think I've showed you these yet. If you're on Instagram, you will have seen them. But anyways, I finally found an animal print pillow for this studio space that I love, because the brown kind of matches my ceiling, which is very much like an all wood ceiling. And then it has like this mauve, like fringy edge, which goes with the mauve details in my studio. So I was like, oh, this is kind of like a tone on tone type of thing. And then I found this pillow, not vintage, but kind of vintage inspired. Then I found this. And so the two of them together, I was like, I absolutely love it. And so now my chair has the exact like vibe that I was looking for. Okay, so the final items I got from a reselling friend, Angela from The Forge Finds. I talked about her early in the video when I was like showing you around the booths at Poppy and Dale. She's one of the people that I'm doing the pop-up with, which I want to tell you about in a second. And she just like sources the most amazing stuff. We have very similar taste. And so I went over to her studio space where we will be hosting the pop-up. And I, of course, like anytime I go to a reseller's like spot, I have to dig through their stuff. And so she was getting ready for an outdoor market. So she said that I could dig through her bins and, you know, take some things. So she was very generous and gifted these things to me. So she gifted this Acoma pottery, which, you know, I love Native American pottery. So I was super thrilled to get this. And she also, when I told her this has been on my bucket list of items to find, these giant wooden watches, she gave this to me too, which was so generous of her. So thank you 1,000 times over. Thank you. Because I can't wait to get this up in my house because it's so fun. My husband thought it was awesome. So it's always great when we can agree on something. So she gave me this. I also got some of these black bowls, which are actually made in France. And they're just like very modern. And I always need pieces to serve. Like, well, I always say like I need pieces to serve. Like I'm ever entertaining. But when I do one day, these will be part of that. And then the last piece I actually got from her when I went to visit her at the outdoor market she was at. And I will show you that. And it was so exciting. I can't wait to show you. So are you ready? Can you believe how huge this is? So this is a Kakeshi doll, in case you guys don't know. They're very iconic dolls, kind of like Russian nesting dolls in terms of those are the two that I collect. I collect Russian nesting dolls, and then I'm now collecting Kakeshi dolls. And ones this big are hard to find and extremely expensive. So because there was a little bit of water damage on the face of it, she definitely marked it down. It was very reasonably priced. So I grabbed her because it's just so stunning. I can't believe it. And like, it's just so giant. And so these pieces, because they're vintage, usually have a lot of like patina and wear on them. So this doesn't bother me at all because I have many that have like paint falling off and other types of discoloration because of just the age of them. So I was so thrilled to get this. And then I forgot to show you my other ones I also got this week. So when I went over there to like my collection, I was like, oh my God, I'm like forgetting things. This is how often I'm out and about. Like I even forget like that I pick stuff up. So I also got these Kakeshi dolls too, which I thought were very, very cute. So you can kind of see them. So I have quite the collection going. I'll pop a picture on the screen of some of the other ones that I have. So this is my new collection that obviously I'm accumulating fast. Usually when I like make a statement to start collecting stuff, it like all starts to like materialize, especially stuff like these, because these are, you can find these out and about quite a bit. It's just finding them at the right price point is the challenge, not finding them in general. But I will say like this particular type, I had not seen her before, the skinny cutie pie ones. The ones that look like this are a little bit more common, except for this size, which is like very unique. So anyways, yeah, so I'm just so thrilled to like build out my collection now in here, take a pause on my Russian nesting doll collection and like switching to this for now. So yeah, so these won't be available, I'm sorry, because they're part of my new collection. But yeah, I'm so excited to find them this week. Okay, the big doll just fell down, if you could hear that bang. Okay, so that's all I have to show you. I know I just kind of flew through everything because it was definitely a hodgepodge of stuff that I picked up recently to kind of supplement the fact that I didn't get a ton today. But before I let you go, I wanted to tell you briefly about the pop-up event that I will be participating in October. Okay, so like I talked about earlier in the video during my Thrift With Me footage, I'm teaming up with a bunch of my very favorite resellers on a one-day pop-up on October 14th, and it's gonna be great. I want you guys to come visit and say hi. So even if you're not like in the mood to shop, please come by and at least say hi and chat with us. We'll have like snackies and beverages and stuff too. So we want it to be like a social event, and of course, like if we can sell something, that would be awesome too. I'll have my $5 grab bag, so if you've shopped my booth in the past, you know, my $5 grab bags are freaking good. The stuff in them is usually valuable, and it's things that I have decided that I pick up that I'm just like, ooh, it doesn't make sense to sell it on Etsy, and I just don't want to like redonate it back, so I'll give it to you guys for like super cheap, $5. So they're always like worth picking up. Everyone that bought one at the Rose City Market, and I sold like, I think almost 30 grab bags, were like thrilled with the stuff that's in it. So at least come for the grab bags and to say hi. So I'll pop all the information on the screen, also down below. So please, if you're around in October, make sure you check us out. Okay, so that's all the announcements I have. If you're looking for more vintage and thrifting content between my haul videos, make sure you check me out on Instagram and TikTok. Thanks again for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next thrifting and decorating video. Take care.